Make no mistake. War is coming. With all its glory and all its horror.
Sir, the decrypted adjutant is back in the lab and ready to go.
Well, old girl. We dug you up on Tarsonis. Were you online during the Zerg attack? Do you remember anything about Arcturus Mengsk being involved?
Mengsk, Arcturus, ex-Confederate officer, civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korhal terrorist group. Status, criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The emitters are secured and online.
Who authorized the use of psi emitters?
I did, Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're gonna use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through. Believe me. You all have your orders. Carry them out. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone. I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me.
Holy... I can't believe it. We can nail Mengsk to the wall with this.
I can't believe it. That recording proves it's all true. Mengsk, Tarsonis, all of it. What will you do now?
Tell the people. Every man, woman, and child in the Dominion needs to know what their beloved Emperor is capable of.
The backlash will be awful. There'll be riots and uprisings everywhere. But that's just what you want, isn't it?
It's a start.
Those goofy mercs are still using vultures, can you believe it? Damn things are death traps, even when you ain't got people shooting at you.
Careful now, Swan. My old vulture saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I ain't gonna listen to you trash talk a classic piece of engineering like that.
Classic? I suppose you can call them that. Of course, most folks like a bike that don't explode on them when the repeller seals freeze up, or the fuel cells start leaking radioactive waste. But hey, who cares if it's a classic, right?
No one likes a smart-ass, Swan.
Ever wonder why Mengsk don't just send him ghosts to kill ya? You've been a thorn in his side for a long time.
Assassinating me just turned me into a martyr. He'd never be rid of me then. He needs to kill my reputation first.
Very good. You think clearly despite your hate for him. Course his patience has got limits too. Tread careful, Mr. Raynor. Someone on this ship is already working for Mengsk. I can feel it. New Fulsom is ripe for the taking, man. Every voice that was ever raised against Mengsk is pinned up inside those walls. We let all them prisoners loose, and he'll never know what hit him. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Where's Tosh? I thought he'd be here by now.
He already left the ship. I thought you... Sir, we have an incoming transmission. It's highly encrypted.
Patch it through.
Well, well. The infamous Jim Raynor. My name is Nova. We should talk.
Now what would one of Mengsk's pet ghosts have to say to me?
Tosh is lying to you.
Get Tosh on comms. I'm sure he's listening in anyway, encrypted or not.
We specters be the future. You just couldn't handle it, little girl.
Every ghost that became a specter has gone on a psychotic killing spree. The ones I've captured are held in New Fulsom.
Don't listen to her, brother. Help me bust these specters from New Fulsom, and we'll bring down Mengsk together.
Tosh wants to reactivate his specter buddies, using the substances you helped him collect. New Fulsom is full of psychopathic killers. Do you really want to release them into the galaxy?
I be helping you against Mengsk, And my people will too. She won't even join you.
He's a psychotic time bomb. He'll be on your side, right up until he puts a knife in your back.
This be the moment of truth. Make your choice.
You should have told me what you were really planning, Tosh. But I'll take your word over Dominion assassins any day. We've come this far together. May as well see it through.
You've made a poor choice, Mr. Raynor.
I knew I could count on you, brother. Now let's go and bust open New Fulsom. Uploading New Fulsom data now. Feast your eyes on this, brother.
They're locked down tight. Nova must have tipped them off. We're gonna need an army to break into that place now.
Even an army couldn't get you in there. But one man, one specter in the right place, can find a way in.
Then our progress is all up to you, Tosh. I'll push my boys as hard as I can, but they're gonna need your help to gain ground.
Sure, you sit back this time. I'll take the lead and clear the way. Just keep sending troops to keep the pressure on, and I'll do the rest.
There are 2 cell blocks containing military prisoners outside the main compound. If we break those open, we could probably count on help from the inmates.
What else?
There's a Dominion base right by the main prison entrance. Take that out and the guards will retreat. The prisoners can handle it from there.
All right, Tosh. You ready for this?
I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
So this, in my opinion, is one of the funnest missions. It's just really cool, very unique. The only unit we control for the whole mission is Tosh.
With my cloaking abilities, I can take out all these guards. They'll never see me. Damn.
And our goal here
I can use a psionic explosion to take out groups of Marines.
is to take out this base.
Trick I call Mind Blast.
Now, we have an allied base that Raynor's controlling, and he's going to be sending waves of enemies towards the enemy base. They're going to be sending waves of enemies towards his base, and it's going to be this sort of tug-of-war. And our job as Tosh here is to be the fulcrum, which is going to turn that tug-of-war in our favor.
It can see me and alert its allies if I get too close, even with my stealth.
And his stealth is going to be key. We're just going to be very surgical. We're going to have to move in and out. So, get these guys' attention here. Whoops. B, Iron Blast. And destroy the detector. Go.
I do what I want to do.
Alright, now he's got a shield we're going to activate, and we're going to run in, destroy the tank first, and then each of these Marines before they can get our shield knocked out. And we'll take out this detector for good measure, just in case we need to retreat back to the spot or something.
Hang in there, Tosh. My boys are moving in to back you up.
Remember, just keep sending in troops, and I'll do the rest.
Alright, so Raynor's going to be sending guys now, and what we're going to want to do is try and get up here and help him crack through this defense, these bunkers. And get up here, and as you can see, there's the radius for the detectors, so don't stand in that. But on this little cliff here, we should be perfectly fine. Definitely want to take out these tanks first. Anything that's going to pose a threat to little groups of Marines, which is what he's going to be sending right now. A couple Marines, a couple medics. And then as we take these bases, he'll get more types of units that he can send. And same as we do the bonus objectives as well. So. Alright. Now at this point, oh, here comes a group. Hit them with our blast and pick them off so they don't pose any threat to the guys that are coming. We're going to wait for this next group to come with us. We are going to rush in and push at the same time as them. We are going to try and take out that detector. So, shield up, move on in. Target the missile turret. And then get on in here. Stick to the edge and take out this tank. and then from here start shooting at that factory. And this is going to take a few minutes to take out the factory. That'll be all right. They'll send another wave here in a second. Oh, some guy snuck past us. That's all right. This will stop the Hellions from being made, though. And Hellions are a real problem because they counter Marines, which is all that Raynor can send at the moment. Other than maybe, I think he occasionally sends a Marauder.
Our allies' base is under attack. Our allies are being attacked.
But at this point, you know, you can take out the factory, take out these guys in this bunker. They can't see us.
Our allies are being attacked.
And we're going to throw up our shield and run on in. There's a couple of Hellions. They're not going to pose a huge threat to Tosh. We'll take out this detector and blast on that group that's coming in. Take out as many of them as we can before they go and attack our next wave that's coming in. And then target this tech reactor too. Once we clear all the buildings and maybe the units as well in this area. Nope, I guess just all the buildings. Then Raynor will warp in some guys. Or not warp, drop pod in some guys, and he'll establish a little forward position here. And he'll start moving forward from this spot from now on, in addition to from his main base. So it's going to increase the amount of troops he's sending in and their frequency, which will be great. I'll give them a second here.
Let's do this.
The ghost that spawns right there, be sure to take him out.
I do what I want to do. When I need energy,
now we're going to sneak down the side here.
I just steal a little life from an ally. The more life they have, the more energy. It don't hurt much.
So they got a nice little defense here, some bunkers, some tanks. We're going to sneak in behind, try and take out the SCVs as well so they can't repair the bunkers that our guys put pressure on them. Take out the tanks. We'll hit this bunch of Marines too. Take out as many as we can, or at least weaken the rest.
Our allies
and now we're going to come back around that little alley. And the reason is that we're, once we get another good group of guys coming in here, looks like this bunch, we are going to push through the front with them. Throw our shield up, and we're going to take out the detector. There we go. And now, at this point, they can't see us, so Tosh can just tear these bunkers apart in between ally attacks.
Cell block now. Releasing the prisoners might buy us some allies.
There we go. Take out the medics. Those guys are wounded enough. Our guys will just annihilate them. We'll leave these bunch here too. Alright, so this is our first bonus objective. There are 2 of these little cell blocks that we can free the prisoners in, and then they will man some of the equipment in each area. And that'll give us extra units to reinforce our advancing army. So, we got a tank over here, we got a nice little group of guys. What we are going to do, we're going to call in a mine blast right on top of this bunch. We're going to call in a second mine blast, and that's just going to take out most of them. Then we're going to throw up our shield, and we are actually going to run into the line of detection over to this little corner and target this tank. So now he's gone. We got a couple guys left. You can kite them. Refresh shield. Throw your shield up. Just go in and take them out. They don't have enough firepower to break through your shield on their own without the tank here. Kill them. Kill the detector. And this cell block will become under our control.
Nice work, Tosh. Freeing those prisoners will really help us out.
Let's do this.
Our allies are being attacked.
Alright, so this next spot is pretty well... we don't have enough energy, really, to do anything. So Tosh does have this ability that he got a few minutes ago that I didn't need to use it at the time, but I'll just touch on it now. He can drain a little bit of health from an ally, and it gives him energy back. I like to use it on the Marauders, because the more health that you drain, the more energy it gives. That will help us out a good bit. We'll just hit the others at one time. The medics can heal them up. No worries. Alright, we'll come up here. Now, here's the next base. They got some tanks, they got some bunkers. This is a pretty tricky one to crack, actually. In my opinion, this is probably one of the hardest spots to get past. So you wait for that Raven to move, you come up here and you just start shooting this tank. He'll go down pretty quick, and then the Raven's gonna come back. And you want to try and kill the Raven if you can. Sometimes, yeah, we're not gonna be able to get it. He'll come back in a second, and we'll be able to finish him off. And what's good about that is, once the Raven's gone, detection or otherwise, they can't see Tosh up here. Because right now he's detected, but we can still shoot down on guys because they can't see above the cliff.
Allies are being attacked.
But he's only going to be detected for another second. We're going to take out this detector here. Let's see if he's trying to repair it. Hit those guys with a blast. Kill the medics.
Our allies are being attacked.
All right. Now we're going to go back to the front and help out our guys as they push. But this first bunker here is going to go down real quick and easy because it is within our range. It's not protected by detection, so we can just do that. Now this other side is going to be a little bit trickier to take. And I think the best, because there's a tank, we can't really see it, but it's over there. The best way we're going to deal with this is we are going to wait for a nice big wave of our own guys. This one, probably not. And we're going to push with them with our shield up. And we are going to try and kill that tank. And once the tank's gone, we can focus on other things. Oh, they're sending out more tanks. Alright, well this is definitely a group we do not want to get through, so take out the tanks first, and then the Marauders if you can. There we go, this is a decent sized group to push with. So, throw up your shield, use a blast on those guys, and just go ahead and run on in. And focus that tank. We are actually getting shot at, we're taking a good bit of damage here, but we are alright. Another tank shooting at us? Nope. Okay, the detector is down. Tosh took... Oh yeah, there's another tank there. That's alright. I don't think it has... Nope, it can't see us though, so we are fine. We have killed... There's one more detector, but it's way back there. Tosh is a little beat up, that's okay. As soon as some of our troops meet up with us, the medics will heal him. So, just move on in, don't get too close, and we can start shooting at this factory.
Are being attacked.
The guys are pushed back to their base, but they got a big wave that's going to be coming forward here in a minute.
Let's do this.
Might want to weaken a few of these Hellions and things. Moving up on our guys again.
Our allies are being attacked.
Keep dealing with this factory. Oh, definitely want to take out the tanks. Alright, and here come our guys. We can push as a group. There's another tank down there. We're going to do our rush tactic on. Oh, not that we even need to. Our troops were able to handle that. These guys with a mine blast. Alright. And there is the second checkpoint. So they're going to dig in there. And here is our second bonus objective.
Close to the second military cell block, Tosh.
Let's get some...
You like making some new friends?
Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We'll keep them busy while you free the prisoners.
Energy. Alright, now this one, there's this Raven that kind of patrols. So what we want to do, we're going to come in here and just start picking off guys. And when we see him coming, we're going to run all the way over there, into this corner. You wait a minute, he goes away. You can come back out. Kill the medic first.
Our allies are being attacked.
Make sure to be gone again when he comes back.
I do what I
I think he can hide in between these buildings. Oh ho, just barely.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's pick off these guys.
Our allies are being attacked.
mission's all about patience.
Our allies
Alright,
are
so all
being
those guys are
attacked.
dead. Kill the Raven. Check up on how our tug of war is coming along. We're doing
Now
fine.
those boys are free, we can bust this place wide open.
There we go. And now we have tanks that are going to be moving with us.
Our allies are being attacked.
Come over here and just help our guys get caught up. Get a little energy back.
Damn street.
Tosh, we got a nuke ready for launch. Paint a target. Just
Alright,
don't
so now
call
we
us
have
like you're
nukes
too close.
available. And this is great. We have 4 of them. So we are going to use our first one right here to kind of bust through this initial defense. So there's no way to sneak around.
Our allies are being attacked.
Alright, so that group is down. We can pick these guys off if we want. We're going to come on in here. So this is the last base of theirs. And as you can see, it is very heavily defended. And we're going to want to use some of the nukes in
Our
here too.
allies are being attacked.
The main danger, most of the detectors are pretty easy to avoid. The main danger in here is that they have ravens that kind of fly around and will actually follow you if you're not careful. And you can shoot them down. Here comes one now. Actually, we're in a pretty good spot to go for it. Throw our shield up. Oh, he got away from it. That's all right. But what we want to do is we want to sneak around here. And they have a couple of Reapers. They're not really a threat. Take them out. You can take out the detector over here. Do that.
Our allies are being
And if we
attacked.
come up here, we can't quite reach the starport, but we can destroy the tech reactor, which makes it so that starport cannot make ravens anymore. Oh, here comes one of the ravens now. Oh, he's gonna try and shoot it. It's gonna do this little dance thing.
Our
All right.
allies are being attacked.
I think there's 3 or 4 ravens, and we're just gonna prevent them from making any more, and we'll slowly kill the ones they have. Because hey. And because it just seems like my luck that whenever I try and call down a nuke in this base, the Raven comes over and everyone sees me, and that's the end of that. So, okay. We're going to call down our first nuke over here.
Our allies are being
And
attacked.
Tosh, don't run ahead. And our goal is we're going to try and take out this detector and... Oh, here comes a Raven. Out. Nope. Get a retreat like a coward. We might want to go in at the same time as those guys. Alright, we're going to call this down. We're going to try and hit this turret and that bunker up on the hill there. And oh, we got the Raven too. Very nice. Actually, if we want to try and call down the second one, I don't think we need to waste it there. Our guys are making good ground and going up on their own. Pushing with them here, we're going to attack the detector. Put the shield on ourselves. We're going to pull on out. Come up over this way.
Our allies are being
If
attacked.
this medic wants to heal us, we'll go ahead and let her. Alright, we're going to come up this way. Basically a mirrored version of the other side. We got the Reapers again. Again, not a threat. Go ahead and take him out. I'll take out the detector too. Got. Our guys will just keep pushing there. That heroic battle cruiser. This base has a lot of mercenary units. They're pretty powerful, though. They're probably not going to make any ground. Oh, target the Raven.
Our allies are being attacked.
Go. Need a blast to stop those guys from repairing. Alright, so once this is dealt with, and they're not sending any more Ravens, we can... Oh. We gotta worry about Banshees. Once that's done with, we can basically place these last 2 nukes without fear, and then our army will pretty much be able to muck things up for us.
Are being attacked.
There are many ways you can do this mission. I know some people In fact, I've done this a few times. Just come up here and call down the nukes on these production buildings. I find that doesn't always completely destroy them. And then they just send SCVs over and repair, and I don't know. I mean, you could call a nuke down and then stand there and shoot at them the rest of the way, and this is just the way I like to do it. This last part's a little bit more open and on ways it can be done. So, okay, here we got a good view. We have a detector there. We have a bunch of bunkers and the big battle cruiser. All a nuke right down in the middle of all that. Don't worry if it doesn't hit the command center. That's not really a threat.
Our allies are being
Alright, I
attacked.
don't think they have any more Ravens, so we can move in here without fear and just start picking off these tanks and other things. Medics. Tank over there we'll pick off. We got a couple detectors and bunkers and things in the back. At this point, though, we really don't have much to fear from pretty much any of these guys anymore. Our army's going to come and overwhelm this place here soon. I'm going to call down our last nuke just right over here on these tanks, bunkers, and hit that factory as well. Oh, nice, we got a bonus tank. Alright, so we can just come over and start shooting at these things. Here comes our reinforcements. We just kind of got to mop things up at this point in the mission, so. How are we doing? Yep, we got more inbound all the time. Maybe target, you know, tanks and things if they make some send them out at you. Alright, and I say once the buildings are on fire, I just kind of leave them and let them burn down the rest of the way on their own. There aren't really any SCVs left. They might make more, I'm not really sure, but I don't think they're going to live long enough to really repair these bases enough to worry us. Alright, yeah, and just take a few minutes to mop it up. That's all that there is left. Which now that we have reinforcements, it's gonna be going quick. Alright, and that is the breakout.
You just unleashed a nightmare on all of us, Raynor. Heaven help you now.
And the walls come tumbling down. Be free, my brothers and sisters. Your new life awaits.
50 years, and no one's ever escaped from New Fulsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon.
I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job. We'll kill Mengsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Mengsk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Mengsk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be a new Mengsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Mengsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us.